I'm just walking back to Boston. Look at you. Can I squeeze you? What do you call? Oh, here comes a lady here. Look at the little bunny rabbit. You see the bunny rabbit right there?
Yeah.
Is that normal out here?
They are around.
Wild.
Well, yeah.
It's so pretty then.
Not very many though.
Have a nice day. I'll squeeze you. Has some black and a little bit of red in it. The trials of I've been walking for miles, getting back to Boston. Real pretty Virginia day though. This is real nice. They had a test. The Nazi Party did. They weren't just exterminating Jews. Eugenics was a thing at the time where it was a kind of emerging concept. Just going with the rabbit there. They had a test that involved a statement about a rabbit, and that's how they decided whether or not to sterilize whether you could have children or not. Excuse me. The concept was eugenics, and that's a pretty little drive. We gotta look at these pavers real fast. Excuse me. Look at this little driveway, no asphalt. This is something. That's a start. I'd say this is a start. You're kind of getting this is nice. This is better, right? Than asphalt. This is really kind of cool. So this is the thing. Look at this. So in the 20s and 30s was emerging that biochemical or bioengineering, like man, that's something, isn't that something? Wow, these people take some pride. That's the thing about, I can't digress that many times. We need to stay at it. So the test was, and they brought this up at the trials at Nuremberg, and that's in southern Germany, when the United States of America and the United Nations tried Germany for war crimes against their own people, or whatever was the docket, Anyway, the test was they didn't want idiots to reproduce. You go to YouTube. It is an astonishing attorney. Go Trial of Nuremberg. It's a 1961 black and white film, and the German attorney is brilliant. He's beautiful, and he says, "I am trying," and it's a beautiful defense. Everyone deserves a good defense. Everyone. Yeah, I think I even told that to the War Department. I quoted. I said, "Yeah, even a werewolf is entitled to legal counsel, pal." And he gave a very speech. I am trying to preserve a shred of dignity for Germany. We look like absolute idiots here, And so he brings a guy on the scene. He's trying to defend Germany's, obviously he did some really horrifying things, but he brings a man, Cliff Montgomery. If you don't know Hollywood, you better know Cliff Montgomery, right? They said, we didn't know Cliff Montgomery, all his peers said, we didn't know he was committing the slowest suicide in Hollywood history. That's Cliff Montgomery for you. We didn't know he's committing the slowest suicide in Hollywood history. But Cliff Montgomery gets up on the stand and does a spirited, his balls have been clipped. He's now a eunuch, and he explains why they decide, and the attorney walks him through, can you tell us, please, why? Tell us about your parents. How were they, what troubles did they have? And it's a heartbreaking scene as Cliff Montgomery plays a handicapped, struggling man to explain why it was wrong for them to clip my balls. And it's even it's really heartbreaking, and you can kind of see, it's really beautiful. You could kind of, both sides are heroic. The German attorney's beautiful and heroic. You can see his point. And then the poor guy up there got his balls blown off. arguing. It's not that. No, it's not okay. What you no. No, my mother was not slow. That is not okay to call my mom slow. You know, and it's like, fuck, man, like you're crying for both sides. But he says, I need you to complete this following statement, please. I need you to use these 3 words in a statement, please. And this was the test. If you could not pass this test, you were very likely going to be sterilized by the Nazis. So it was gypsies, it was Jews, it was retards, things like that. He says, it's very simple, sir. I'm going to give you 3 words. I'd like you to make one statement using those 3 words. And the 3 words were Hare, Hunter, Field. Please make a statement using the 3 words Hare, Hunter, Field. And hare was the way of saying rabbit. You just looked at a hare. So basically you would hear it differently 100 years later, 80 years. Please make a statement using the following 3 words. Rabbit, Hunter, Field. Rabbit, Hunter, Field. Can you please do that for me, please? And he could not. And then that was apparently meant to shock the conscience of the juries. That's why that right there is why we had to clip his balls. It's very, very simple, ladies and gentlemen. Hare, Hunter, Field. The hunter shot the hare in the field.
What about the rest of the world? Did you not know the intentions of the Third Reich? Did you not hear the words of Hitler's broadcast all over the world? Did you not read his intentions in Mein Kampf, published in every corner of the world? Where's the responsibility of the Soviet Union, who signed in 1939 the pact with Hitler, enabled him to make war? Are we now to find Russia guilty? Where's the responsibility of the Vatican, who signed in 1933 the Concordat with Hitler, giving him his first tremendous prestige? Are we now to find the Vatican guilty? Where's the responsibility of the world leader Winston Churchill, who said in an open letter to the London Times in 1938, 1938, Your Honor, were England to suffer national disaster, I should pray to God to send a man of the strength of mind and will of an Adolf Hitler. Are we now to find Winston Churchill guilty? Where's the responsibility of those American industrialists who helped Hitler to rebuild his armaments and profited by that rebuilding? Are we now to find the American industrialists guilty? No, Your Honor, no. Germany alone is not guilty. The whole world is as responsible for Hitler's Germany. It is an easy thing to condemn one man in the dark. It is easy to condemn the German people, to speak of the basic flaw in the German character that allowed Hitler to rise to power, but at the same time, comfortably ignore the basic flaw of character that made the Russians sign pacts with him, Winston Churchill praise him, American industrialists profit by him. Ernst Jannings said, he is guilty. If he is, Ernst Jannings' guilt is the world's guilt.